So the starters orders 6 hurdle final is the next race for us today then, on this final day of the season. It's a 2.5 mile handicap hurdle, qualifiers throughout the season of course, and these are the ones that have taken up their place in the final. Rusty Gusty, Colin Clark, Space Monster, Joshua Sutherland, Heat Port, Darren Thompson, Teesside Raider, Graham Clutterbuck, Tropical Depression, Darren Thompson, Mule for Sister Sarah, Graham Clutterbuck, 2 Pair, James Shea, Orangutan, Molly Surfer, Mr. Dashing, Darren Howells, Magic Money, James Shea, Behind the Wallpaper, Martin Lederman, Bosbury, James Follis. So they've all qualified by finishing placed, I think, in a qualifier throughout the season. They should be pretty competitive, these two finals, and away they go then for the hurdle one. And 2 Pair on the inside is just about the first to show. You can see they're not hanging about, and Tropical Depression, Teesside Raider and Heat Port are following the leader, with Space Monster just after that one as they come down to the first of 12 flights. And they skip over them nicely. This is the last hurdle race of the season, of course, and Tropical Depression is now the leader, from Teesside Raider and 2 Pair, and then Heat Port, and then Space Monster as they come down to the second. And they all fly over that one nicely, and 2 Pair has now got back into the lead again. You don't see that many James Shea horses up in the lead. They normally come with a rattle towards the end, but over the third, this one looks like it's going to be the exception that proves the rule, because 2 Pair has gone on clear from Teesside Raider and Tropical Depression, and then Heat Port. And there's a small gap to Orangutan and Magic Money and Bosbury and Rusty Gusty. Behind a Wallpaper and Mule for Sister Sarah, our Wide Space Monster is just the back marker. You can see quite a few colour clashes in this, because you're allowed to have more than one runner in this race if you've qualified, and the leader didn't jump that one too well and rattled it, and that's just shuffled it back a little bit and allowed Tropical Depression to take the lead. But 2 Pair has regained the initiative now then, and looks really keen to lead, with Tropical Depression second, Teesside Raider third, and Heat Port on the outside is next, and then Bosbury and Orangutan. Rusty Gusty is next towards the back. Space Monster and Mule for Sister Sarah are the back too, but there's still a fair old way to go yet, and they've got a complete circuit to go. I'll say that one more time as they jump this hurdle, which will be the last on the next circuit. And they're past the stands, and we'll be past the winning post shortly. Oh, this will be the last on the next time round, so mistakes right to the very end. And there's the big screen. Now we can pass the winning post. And there's the chair, of course. And we go left for one last circuit, and 2 Pairs the leader. Bosbury's in second. Behind the Wallpaper has moved up into third, then Teesside Raider and Orangutan and Mr. Dashing, and Tropical Depression, Magic Money, Mule for Sister Sarah, Space Monster, Heat Port and Rusty Gusty. So they race away from the stand then and do turn left-handed now for one more complete circuit of this Aintree track, one more circuit of hurdle racing for the Starters Order 6 season this time. We'll be back in November for another go. Get your horses in, get entered and enjoy the fun. It's pretty good stuff, you know, a good laugh on the live streams and in the forums. You listen to idiots like me and Doug and Stu waffling away while we're trying to commentate, and 2 Pairs in front. Tropical Depression's in second, Heat Port is third, Orangutan is fourth, and then Space Monster, Mr. Dashing, Rusty Gusty, Bosbury. Behind a Wallpaper, Teesside Raider, Magic Money and Mule for Sister Sarah is running a little bit like a mule today. She ran well the other week. Over that one they go then, and 2 Pair is continuing to lead from Tropical Depression in second, Orangutan and Space Monster, then Heat Port and Rusty Gusty, Mr. Dashing and Bosbury. Over the 8th they go, and they're hurdling well, these with the exception of the back marker, Mule for Sister Sarah, who made another mistake, and 2 Pairs in front. 2 Pair from Tropical Depression. Over the 9th they go, and it's still 2 Pair in the lead. Space Monsters now move through into second as they begin to sweep left-handed again. Now they'll be racing back towards home shortly. They've got just over 5 furlongs to race, and 2 Pairs in the lead from Space Monster in second. Tropical Depression is in third. Orangutan is next, and then Heat Port. Rusty Gusty behind the Wallpaper, then Mr. Dashing and Bosbury down towards the third last. Over it they go, and it's still 2 Pair in the lead from Space Monster in second. Tropical Depression. Orangutan is running on. Heat Port is next, then Rusty Gusty. After that one comes Mr. Dashing, Bosbury, the rest probably out of it, but it's still in front. 2 Pair. 2 Pair's the leader. Down towards the second last they go. 3 furlongs to race still, and 2 Pair is being chased by Tropical Depression. Depression. Tropical Depression comes to try and challenge Two Pair, but Two Pair sticking on in front, does not want to be headed down towards the second last 2 furlongs to go. Over that second last flight they go, and it's Two Pair from Tropical Depression. These two are clear of Space Monster. It's Two Pair trying to hold off Tropical Depression. Wonder Jump. It could all come down to the hurdling over the final hurdle, and look at Two Pair just jumps it and pulls away. Two Pair is absolutely dominating this race, and up towards the line. Two Pair, what a superb performance to end the hurdle racing for the season. Two Pair takes it. Absolutely superb performance. Tropical Depression finishes second. Space Monster was third. Magical Money was fourth. Behind the Wallpaper was last. Mule for Sister Sarah beat Behind the Wallpaper. So it's Two Pair for James Shea. Takes the final hurdle race of the season. The starters order 6 hurdle final. Tropical Depression second for Darren Thompson. Space Monster third for Joshua Sutherland. Magic Money for James Shea was fourth. And Orang Wutan, the Molliet Surfer, was fifth.